Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate. If you're new here, I own the boutique Poppy Jane with my mom. We have a storefront in Sarasota, Florida, and also in St. Pete, Florida, and an online store as well. I talk about all the behind the scenes boutique life tips and tricks and all the things. And I'm at my storefront in Sarasota today. I actually think I was wearing this outfit like 2 videos ago, so don't judge me. It's actually such a gloomy day outside. I feel as if though that might mean it could be a busy day or a slow day. We're never really sure around here. Let me show you guys Main Street. This is where we are and where I'm so obsessed with having our storefront. Oh, see, you could tell it's windy. We've got a leaf on the ground. It seriously looks like it's about to storm. Rainy season is upon us. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys our front windows because they're so magical and beautiful. I got this bike on Facebook Marketplace for $30 and it was in rough condition, but I cleaned it up a little bit. If you look really close, it doesn't look great, but otherwise it looks so cute with the basket of flowers. And then I got the flowers and the pots and that thing from Hobby Lobby. I also got the flowers up there from Hobby Lobby. It is so windy outside. So I think it looks really cute. It is mid-January, so we are in full Valentine's Day mode. Let me take this off cinematic mode for you guys because it's like looking weird. So I'll do a quick little storefront tour, I guess. I do, like I said, want to do a full tour, but I don't want to do a full tour of the store until we get some things done that I've been wanting to get done. But we have Valentine's Day, we have candles up here. I still want to do something with this wall in the long run, not just have like 2 racks here, but now I'm obsessed with these flowers. So I'm keeping it there for now. And actually, we just opened, so I'm gonna turn on our candle warmer. If you guys don't have a candle warmer like at your house, please do me a favor and buy one. They're the best things ever. It just melts the wax. You can reuse the candle all day, every day. And we also sell wax warmers and stuff like that. All of our gifts. And going into the rest of the store, just a quick little sneak peek. I told you guys about the shoes last time. This is how it turned out. I feel like it looks so good. I scored this on Facebook Marketplace for free. I kind of wanted to talk about adding new lines into the store today, and specifically with men's, which this is our men's section. I'll just scroll over it quickly. So that's what our men's section looks like. It looks like kind of big, but I mean, when you think about the grand scheme of everything in the store, it's a small section of our store. We will be expanding it. And then we have our baby section, which is a super small portion of our store. So I'll show you what we have here. Really, I love these bags. So cute, so cute. Baby right here. And then some books and warmies, and then we also have all of our warmies over here as well. Going off of the men's and babies, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about in today's video, because if you follow us at all on other social media channels, you know that in this new storefront, I decided to carry men's and also babies. So the whole point of doing this and adding it to the store wasn't necessarily to completely change our brand and who we are. We're clearly very pink, okay? But one of the things that I feel like Main Street in Sarasota, where the specific store is located, is missing is men's and babies. There is a baby store and there are some other stores that do carry men's. I do feel like a lot of the stores that carry men's here are way like out of my customers' price range and out of my price range. So I wanted to do something that was in the same price range of our clothes, because I do know that like there's maybe 1 or 2 other stores that are in the same price range as our clothes, but everything else on the street is either really, really high in price or not in our age range of customers. They focus on like older customers. So I know there's so many of our customer here that isn't being serviced. So I wanted to service our customer, but at the same time, there's so many people who are on vacation and they are kind of looking for a gift for everyone. The whole family's kind of walking around. So my intention with doing this is to be kind of like the go-to store on the block, and then also to offer more gifty items and more categories so that when someone comes into the store, they're more likely to find something regardless of who they are. So let's talk about men's first. So I had the idea to carry men's a long time ago during like COVID, when like live sales were big, and Cody was Cody's my husband, helping me out with live sales, and he would literally be the star of these live sales. Like, he would put on a wig. It was just funny. He had like an alter ego named Carla. It was just really funny. So I was like, we should carry men's. But back then, this is like before Fair. It was really only Fashion Go at that time. And also, I was really only going to like markets that were like Magic. We also had a lower price point at the time. So it wasn't really like in the cards for me to find men's stuff, because there wasn't a lot on Fashion Go. If it wasn't like good looking. Or if it was like a branded, like a higher end, I don't even want to say higher end brand, but just branded in general. When we went to like markets and stuff, it was just like out of my price point, because back then, and now obviously wholesale prices have just gone up. I would say my average price point wholesale now is like 20, when back then it was probably like 10 to 12. And so I was not looking to buy anything that was higher than that price point. And so that really limited me for the men's clothing. So I kind of forgot about men's for a while. We focused on our storefronts. Again, the whole brand is like pink and girly, so it wasn't really in the cards. But then this storefront was kind of huge, so I was like, let's add in men's. And it's not that I needed a filler, because I could have bought all the women's clothes in the entire world. Like, that was not an issue. But for the reasons I listed earlier, I decided to do it. In the time period that we had found the storefront, signed a lease, all the things, it was literally like beginning of October, and then we opened like end of November. So I had 2 months, and those 2 months of prepping for the store were all just like physical work. I did not have time to go to a market. I basically needed to buy all my clothes online, and with not knowing many men's brands, I purchased everything through Fair. And you know what, they have the 60-day net terms. It also helped us with being able to purchase a whole bunch of inventory up front and then pay for it later, which is really nice. And I've worked with Fair before, but this is not a Fair ad, but I do love Fair. And so I had to find all of the men's clothes that we were going to purchase on Fair. So it made it a little bit difficult, because some of the brands that we brought in here, I love them, they're great, but a lot of the items like weren't really fully listed online on Fair. I know a lot of them just kind of use Fair as like a secondary market to like gain new customers or extra sales, versus like they have like their full line of things at markets or on their website when you shop with them directly. So some of the men's stuff I had to bring in was not full like size runs, or it was just kind of like I was buying blindly. And I will say, from the time we opened November 22nd till Christmas, it did sell decently well for the selection that I did have. Some of the brands I brought in were Salty Weekend, Bogey Bros, Tipsy Elves, Kenny Flowers, Fieldstone. I'm trying to think of a few of the other ones. Anyway, point is, it's selling decently well. I can't say that every single day we sell something off the men's line, but some days we sell multiple things. So it's just kind of like a learning process. And I think that we need to just like expand the line. I don't want to half-ass anything. So that's my goal right now, is to expand the men's line. Cody did a photo shoot with all of the stuff that we have in store currently for the website recently. So we didn't sell any of this stuff online from the time we opened till the end of the year, but starting in 2026, a few days into the new year, we shot all of the men's stuff, and I have it now all online, so you could shop it online. I'll show kind of what it looks like a little bit. I honestly have to say, I don't think I got one order for anything with men's yet. I might run a men's ad. I think as we grow it, I think as people place like bigger orders and stuff, and they kind of maybe see that it's on their gifts, birthday gifts, whatever, we'll buy them. But I do have to say too, that one of the things that I had considered was, our brand is so girly, and our dressing rooms literally have pink curtains. They have like little bows. This is not me trying to necessarily target men. I am trying to target the woman who brings their man into the store and is like, oh, you should buy something, babe, or oh, this is cute for you, or they're shopping for their man or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm targeting here. And same thing with online. All of our branding online is pink. I'm not really targeting men in our Facebook ads, so that's not really something that I'm going for. It's more of the women shopping for their guy or their dad or their son. So recently I went to the surf show in Orlando, which isn't a big show that I usually go to, But I actually am gonna go back like every time they have it now because it's literally only 2 hours from my house. It's a day trip for us, so it's not bad. And there actually was more brands there than I remember there being last time. So if you're in Florida, I would definitely check it out if you haven't already. But with expanding my price points a little bit, being a little bit more higher end than we used to be back in like 2020, and with getting to see the products in person, I was able to find a few more brands that I'm excited to bring into this store. So we do plan on expanding the line. Our busy season is coming up very soon. It's basically Valentine's Day to Easter is when our busiest time in store is, where we are in Florida. And then another question I was getting a lot from just customers that I'm also gonna answer here is, are we gonna be carrying this line in the St. Pete store? And so at first the answer was no. Like, I wasn't going to. We have a neighbor that's like 2 doors down from us that carries men's clothing, but they're more just like beach clothing. So I wasn't really going to, but I started getting a few more requests, and we are just as busy there during the busy season as we are here. So I think that I'm going to add in a section. Now, I will say there's so many boutiques in St. Pete. So I've had not only men's brands, but also some women's brands that I'm able to carry here, but not in St. Pete. There are so many stores there. So if there is a zip code protected brand, or if I know my neighbor carries it, I'm not about to carry the exact same thing. So there are always going to be a little bit more brands here. There's always going to be a little bit more selection at my Sarasota store, just because of that, and also because there is just physically more room to carry more things here. But when I went to surf and I started placing new orders for men's, I started buying just a little bit more so I can split up the inventory between the two stores. So the next thing I want to talk about was the baby stuff. So the baby stuff was, again, always something I've like kind of considered, but with kids clothing, there are so many different SKUs, because there's newborn, and there's 0 to 3 months, and there's 3 to 6 months, and then there's 6 to 12 months, and yada yada yada. There's just a lot. And then if you do baby, it's like, then do you do toddler, do 2T, whatever, and then do you do kids and carry up to like a size 10? Like, what do you do with that? So that is still not something I'm interested in like really getting into. Listen, if I have a kid one day and I'm like so obsessed with children's clothing and I start to understand it more, maybe I'll open a whole kids store. Okay, maybe. But for now, that's not what my intention is with this. Again, I am not targeting kids, nor can you target a baby, but I am more targeting grandmas and people who are pregnant and people who have a friend that's pregnant and they want to buy something as a gift. So I'm more focused on baby gifts. I do have baby clothes. We are going to do baby swim. But we have the warmies, and that is another thing that I'm going to bring to my St. Pete store very soon as well. There's so many things that I am bringing to the St. Pete store. The warmies sell so well. Like, I feel like kids that are coming in with their parents, if their parents aren't on the strict budget, they'll always like pick one up and like want to take it with them. That's fun. The warmies, I've seen them at other boutiques. I kind of question like, why are you carrying a stuffed animal? But personally now I'm obsessed with them. I understand it. People love to buy them. And when people love to buy them, then I end up loving the things because it's generating revenue. Main things I carry for babies are just clothes that are usually newborn to 18 months. I have a super small clothing section with baby stuff, as you could see. I do plan on expanding it a little bit. I do plan on expanding it to St. Pete as well as the warmies too. And then the other things I carry are little like toddler socks, baby socks, books. People love this one like Taylor Swift book that I have that says like Swifties for babies. Anything with like dogs, golf, things like that. People like relate like that themselves, so then they want to like purchase them that for their kid or their friend's kid or whoever it is. So that's been a fun addition to the store as well. At the end of the day, I'm really just like kind of experimenting with these things and hoping to grow it. Who knows if I'll ever cut it in the future, but as of right now, I love it and I'm more focused on growing it than like holding back on it at all, especially with the busy season coming up. Lots of tourists are going to be here, and so I am excited to do that. As far as putting baby stuff online, I haven't done that yet. I'm like very against using vendor photos. As you guys know that, I always like to take all of our own photos in-house, but I don't have a baby model and I don't feel like I'm ever going to have a baby model, because how are you gonna model, like you would need like so many different sizes to see like how something works, because something that's newborn is gonna look so different on someone that's like 2 years old. So that being said, I may start using some vendor photos for baby stuff if I do end up putting it online. But that's basically what I have to say for that. I'm excited to have these lines. I just wanted to tell you kind of like my thoughts on them. I feel like they've been worth it thus far. Would I have generated more income from having all those sections being women's clothes? You don't know. I feel like you'll never know. But I honestly feel like no, because I feel like I have such a big selection of women's clothing already and accessories and all the gifts and stuff like that, that like if they weren't interested in buying clothes or just not feeling the vibe, then like they weren't going to buy something to begin with. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that is all I have for today's video. I just wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive into those two categories and let you guys know that I'm carrying them, how they're going, and what my plans are for the future. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please be sure to like this video and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what kind of content you want to see from me in 2026.